Hello. Hello. My name's Rocky Stream, also known as Peter. Peter? Anyway, this is a video that I'm doing in one day. I have other videos in the works. I just saw this when I woke up and decided, this would be really funny and totally doable to just make something. So, let's explore this together. So I didn't even look through all of it when I first noticed it. This is a post on the basket weaving forum known as 4chan about Jordan Peterson, which ultimately leads right back to Twitter. And that's most of what 4chan is now, and most of what Twitter is now. There's a lot of, bleeding through. I don't even know, that's probably not the right term. Anyway, so Jordan Peterson, pretty sure you know who this guy is. Not going to go into any backstory on Jordan Peterson, except for this. He essentially stood up for free speech on a college campus. He said, "You can't control my speech," and fought deliberately on that. And then, he got a lot of news for that. He immediately then went into particularly trying to help young men who are essentially not reaching, true adulthood. They're living with their parents, like this guy, and it's really funny how in this message that we're seeing and in others that he's writing, he seems to be attacking people for, as he sees it, being immature in that specific way. People can actually not be able to afford to live on their own. They can actually not have others to rent with. They can actually decide that it's better not to spend 90% of your paycheck just to afford an apartment. They can actually decide that it's better to try to have generational living like every other country. But, Americans are fucking terrified of seeming like a loser. And they all know it's bullshit, and they still, hey, all those people I hate, they can't think I'm a fucking loser. All those people who I don't give a fuck about, I really care about what they think about me. That's funny, man. That's really funny. Hey, this guy with a worldview that literally stopped being true 40 years ago is telling me I'm a loser. Anyway, here's the message. Jordan Peterson, Dr. Jordan Peterson wrote this on Twitter. Let's read along. Hey, new Nazi troll rats. Anonymously trumpeting your anti-Semitism doesn't rescue you from your mother's basement or from the demon of resentment, or make you more attractive to the women who take one look at you and shudder, and rightly bloody so. You are despicable, bottom-rung cowards, using Gaza and Hamas as camouflage for your detestable cluster B psychopathy, narcissism, Machiavellianism, and of course, sadism. I've got your number, you pathetic tantrum toddlers. You don't even have the courage of genuine bullies. You Cheeto dust-covered, sweat-stained, white t-shirted, hide behind your mommy's skirts scum. Disgust is wasted on you. And then this guy, so he posts a screenshot of that and he says, "So what exactly did someone say to him to make him this way?" Let's find out. Let's see if they have the answer. Let's see if the anonymous users of 4chan have the answer for us. I think either way, we're going to find what we're looking for and try to enjoy it. This anon says, "His mommy don't love him and his wife ugly." This anon says, "Ad hominem is the only retort I have. Quite the fall for Mr. Empiricism, eh?" So what exactly did someone say to him to make him this way? Your prescription is ready for pickup. Have you taken Klonopin before? Do you have any questions for the pharmacist? This Anon says, someone called him out on his bleep too much, especially after his daughter said that there should be more censorship regarding bleep and their slimy bleep ways. So he started crying because you won't wash your penis or clean your room. This Anon says, fucking keck, good one. This guy says, guess they asked him about Solzhenitsyn, I think I got it. Guess they asked him about Solzhenitsyn. Other book again. This Anon has something thoughtful to say. I remember he was in a coma or something for a while. I can't remember what happened, but a lot of people thought he was dead or dying. Then he came back and immediately signed on with Daily Wire. Since then, he's aggressively shielded Jews and Israel even harder than before. He started making these message for X videos towards Christians and Muslims. When someone asked him where his message to Jews video was, and that's when he started responding like Ob's pick. My memory's fuzzy, but he was like overdosed in a coma in Russia or some shit, and ever since he's come back from that, he's been sobbing for Jews and shit. They must have given him a lot of money or cut a deal with him. Usually how it goes with Shavos Goy traders. They get paid or leverage is pressured to get what Jews want. Says the Anon and not me. Deviled egg salad bros, it's over. His whore wife cheated on his skinny ass and birthed a whore daughter. He is a slave to the Jews and was propped up by them. He knows he is a liar and a coward despite all of his faux bravery. So his fragile psyche is finally shattering. His drug usage weakened his mental state such that he failed the test and broke self-consistency. He will not denounce the Jews and read 200 Years Together, despite the truth being that if he were truly brave, he should. Says Anon, not me. His barbiturate addiction almost killed him. BC, he tried to get off them improperly. Simultaneously, he was addressed difficult questions even his prior self might have been too cowardly to address. It was too much and broke him. That and his wife and daughter are ugly whores. Says Anon. Not me. This Anon says mother's basement or the battlefields of Afghanistan, but he can't handle that reality. Interesting. Yeah, it's almost like people can fall through the cracks, as it were, so to speak, vis-a-vis, you know, whatever. It's almost like they can also just choose that, and like it's for pretty valid reasons, and instead of insulting a person, you should be trying to fix society. But it's like people, it's like, this is a whole rant on something else I'll keep very short, but it's like, instead of trying to make the world a better place, they basically get hurt and then say like, well, fuck it. If you can't beat them, join them. And they literally become what they fucking hated. And it's to a point where they rationalize that. And it's like, actually, I'm just being smart finally. Actually, I'm not a piece of shit that needs to get like fucking... That's a lot that happens. In a lot of different ways, you know? A lot of different ways people make that switch. And it's like, well, I had to give up all of my virtues because I really want to watch Netflix, okay? All right, yeah, that's fair. You're right. Dude, I have to be able to shop at Costco twice a month, okay? Once a month is enough, okay? I have to be able to buy 5 pairs of new shoes every year, okay? So I can't afford morality. I cannot afford virtue, okay? I'm too poor. I need shoes. I have to have 3 new jackets a year, or I'm poor. People will think I'm a loser. I have to be a snaky worm. I have to be a freak. Everyone else is. If I didn't do it, somebody else would. Anyway, there's a lot of weird responses on here. You can have fun trying to find it yourself and read through it. I don't need to read through every single one. I thought, like, it's usually how it goes. The first couple are funny, and then it falls apart. And that's because people can't read that much, and or they don't have the time. And it's like, it's fine. But yeah, I do want to say that it's extremely ironic and hypocritical and very telling that Jordan Peterson is attacking people. He's attacking the same people he was claiming to save and using what he thinks would hurt them the most, which is to reiterate that they're not independent. Not entirely. That's another funny thing, though, the word independent, because if you have to pay, if you don't literally own the house and the cars and shit that you claim to own, if you're still paying things, you're still paying that off for like 10 years, like, you're not independent. If the bank owns your shit, you're not independent, man. You're just like, are you dependent on your parents, or are you dependent on the government? Are you helping your parents while you're living with them? Are you living by yourself and shoving them into a old folks home? Are you forgetting about them? I think I've noticed that a lot of people that I've talked to that make fun of people who still live with their parents, they fucking hate their parents. They fucking revile their parents. So it's like, it's like the older I get, the more obvious I think it is that I'm just seeing that when someone has like a facade break and they get like nasty about something, there's something there. Right? And it's like, okay, so any nastiness that you're exuding about this subject, there's probably something fucked up there that's like personal to you, and I'm not going to take that personally myself. Right? Like someone people would randomly like spit out that a 35-year-old living with their parents. It had like nothing to do with the conversation. It's just like, it's like someone having an autistic, not even autistic, it's like that tic where they can't help it and they just say something stupid. It has nothing to do with anything. And it's like, there's something like deep resentment of like, I can't believe you're fucking not going along with the system out of shame like I had to. I can't fucking believe you are able to do that. So they have that feeling like, how dare you fucking stand up to that? How dare you try to resist and accept the consequences that if things don't work out, you're gonna be fucking homeless? How dare you have that bravery when I couldn't? But I'm going to just rationalize it and warp it into, actually, you're a fucking idiot. Actually, you're like a child, literally. It's not that you just don't agree. It's not that you want to find a different way. It's not that you want to take the risk in order to actually be happy. It's that I'm deeply unhappy. So yeah, for Jordan Peterson to get so nasty, like, he's someone who's normally, he's supposed to be a psychoanalyst or whatever, a psychotherapist or whatever that's called. He's supposed to be someone who knows exactly how to reach someone for the better. And he's just like, no, you know what, actually, fuck you, because it's like his programming is way too strong for the things he's getting mad about, It's like, if you can't ask a simple question, if you ask a simple question and people are literally like throwing death threats at you or something over it, or they're making sure anyone in their network will never hire you because you had some integrity, you have some logical question to bring up, like, stuff that would get you kicked off of YouTube, for example, or you would never be able to find a regular job again as long as people are able to look up like some website that's made literally just to have dirt on you, like Kiwi Farms or any site like that, is essentially ensuring that anyone who's ever has a page made about them on that site is fucked for life just because they chose to have some form of bravery. You know, even if they are very odd people, you know, what's that? It's like literally more special than most people. They literally stand out. They're more unique, you know, flawed, but so is everyone. And that's like the main reason people don't want to be well known, is because they don't want to have a mirror held up to them, because they're afraid of what people would say and what they would find out. So really, like, you know, final thought, the reason I do not care about if there's 1,000 people or whatever that are talking shit, because they literally don't know what they're talking about, and they're like having a knee-jerk reaction saying, how dare you go against my daddy, my E-daddy? How dare you go against this idea in my head that, like, I can fucking, it's like telling an Elvis fan that Elvis is fat and he died in the toilet or something. I don't know. It's probably not even like that. Like, there's people that are way worse than that. Elvis fans probably wouldn't give a shit if he said that, actually. So, I don't know. But yeah, so there's your bedeviled egg people. I hope you guys enjoy that, and look it up for yourself. I hope Jordan Peterson comes around. I hope he, instead of just getting mad and calling people names, that he actually is like, okay, so you think this is true, like, why? Like, tell me why, and I'll try, and, you know, at least throw up the pre-made debunk topics, right? At least do that, because that's humoring, you know? But then if you get really specific and people prove that you're full of shit, or that point you're bringing up is wrong, don't then default again to name calling. These ideas that are so dangerous that if they're talked about at all, people will believe them, may be because they're true. Or that people are just too willing to believe it because it takes responsibility away from them. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Don't let me know everything in the comments. Keep it civil, keep it YouTube friendly if that's possible. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Check out my links I have in the description. Anything helps. I'm going to be making a video that is only going to be on the Patreon because of the subject matter. It's going to be concerning, like, conspiracy stuff. I know there's a lot of big channels that do conspiracy related topics, but you know, call me crazy. I think they might be plants. So I know I'm not. I know that I've tried to do things like that in the past, and it got immediately weird on YouTube. So I'm just not going to do that. I'm going to put it on Patreon. So I'll let you guys know when that's up. I'll probably have it up on Patreon for a while behind the paywall. I don't know, man. I might just put it up on YouTube for free anyway, but it's really, I'm just going to be making stuff that I want to make. I'm going to be having fun. I'm going to be doing stuff that I want to do. I will be considering, you know, my part of my audience that's actually positive. I will definitely try to listen to you guys, but I know that a fair chunk, there's like a extremely vocal chunk, maybe 25% of my entire audience like hates my guts because they're like cult members who don't think, they like cannot think, you know? But I think that'll change over time. I think they will see that I was totally right in time. So that's it. Thanks for watching. See you soon. I'll have another video in maybe a week. Bye. Peace.
Disgust! psychopathy, narcissism, Machiavellianism, and of course sadism. I got your number, you're pathetic, tantrum toddlers. I got your number, you're pathetic, tantrum toddlers. You don't even have the courage of genuine bullies. You jail dust, covered sweat, thin white t-shirt and hide behind your mommy's skirt. Stop! Disgust is wasted on you. Sadism. I got your number, you pathetic tantrum toddlers. I got your number,